This video is brought to you by
Cool Green Clothing. You already know what it is. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Go online right now at coolgreenclothing.com and I assure you, you'll find something on the website right now just for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. And that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. It's free. It helps get the video out there. Definitely watch this video to the end so you can hear the full story and all the details in the case. For my day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you're feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. With that being said, let's get right into the story. For most people, we all have people or a person in our life. If they call us and say they are in trouble or need help, we are there for them right away. It's no questions asked, whether family or a friend. And for some, they feel like that's a great character trait to have, being that go-to person in your circle everybody can count on. Of course, when offering a helping hand, you should make sure it's for somebody you trust, have love for, and hope they will do the same for you. But I can only speak for men on this part. For a lot of us, especially if you are single, it's normal to have a homeboy or either you might be the one that overexerts yourself to a woman. She may not even be your girl, but somebody you are trying to get to know or take it there with. If she calls, no matter what you're doing, you drop everything and pull up, open arms, hoping to win some points and get one up on the other man in her life. While chivalry shouldn't be dead, as a man, you should be able to see a woman in the cold pumping gas and offer a helping hand, or a woman on the side of the road stuck with a flat tire. And even though some women try to make men feel bad for not really stepping up and doing these things no more, it's because nowadays you have to be extra careful that you helping her won't turn into you needing help yourself. The world and people in it have definitely got a lot colder. And even if you are nice and a gentleman by nature, you definitely gotta watch who you show that side to, because kindness is often mistaken for weakness. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing the case of a woman's damsel in distress call to a friend that turned into her being Baltimore's most wanted. Back in 2023, 43-year-old Hope Freeman was navigating life in Baltimore. She was liked on her side of town, or where she often hung out at, in the Park Heights area of the city in northwest Baltimore. And it was easy for her to make friends, especially from men. Hope had no problem getting attention and used that to her benefit. Rather having one man she would call for a few dollars, one man to take her out, and others to just fill in the gap and do whatever she needed them to do. One of the men we will call Josh for the sake of the story. Josh considered Hope a friend, and anytime she needed him, if she called, he would pull up. He wasn't a slouch and was doing okay for himself in life, just trying to make it like everybody else. But to some, what we consider nothing is everything. And Josh was about to learn that the hard way. As him and Hope got closer, she would often test the man to see how far he was willing to go to reap whatever benefits she was offering. And she peeped Josh would do whatever for her. On March 12th, 2023, it was a normal day in Baltimore. Hope was by Green Spring Avenue on her side of town when she called Josh and told the man she needed his help right away because she was having car trouble. Always willing to help a friend, he told her no worries and he would be there right away to save the day. When he pulled up to the block, Hope was still on the phone, telling him where exactly to go and park at. As Josh got out though, looking for his friend, two men popped out the cut, guns in hand. They told the man, get him everything. Confused, he stated, like, hold up, yo, before the men attacked him and started putting hands and feet on the man. They demanded his car keys and tried to put Josh in the trunk of his own whip. But Josh knew if that happened, he might not never be seen again. He fought to get free and run up the block until he got by a group of people and asked to use a cell phone. He made a call to police. When BPD arrived to the area, he told them exactly what happened. And even though he hated to admit it, Josh had to swallow his pride and tell the police he fell for the okie doke, the old damsel in distress trick. And a woman he thought was his friend set him up to be carjacked and robbed. He gave them Hope's name and information, but she was MIA. Police feeling like the woman was a threat and could possibly set somebody else up if she was willing to do that to a person she called a friend, teamed up with U.S. Marshals and tried to get her off the streets, landing Hope on the Maryland's most wanted list. As the episode was added to the news, people in West Baltimore who lived right next door to Hope couldn't believe their eyes. They all thought she was a friendly and loving lady. Police started receiving tips that surprisingly Hope was in a home she often stayed at, just chilling like she wasn't wanted. Police quickly swooped in to the address and the tips were right. Hope was taken into custody, accused of luring her friend to the location to be robbed and carjacked. Her 2 associates was never arrested. As of now, it's not clear how much time she received, but she is currently being housed down Patuxent. Fortunately in this situation, and for Josh, nobody lost their life. His ego and trust probably is all messed up though. This is the perfect example of how a person could go from being loving and helpful to cold. Josh thought that was his homegirl, and rather trying to pursue her for a relationship or just be a friend, he wanted to be somebody she could count on. But Hope backdoored them. For my fellas out there, it's not all women, as there's a lot of good women out here, but you have to be careful and weed them out, because nowadays some women think and plot just like men, if not worse. They know who they can pull a move on and who will come running if they call. But I'm gonna leave this one with a question. Have you ever had to pull back from a person because you felt something just wasn't right? Maybe the vibes was off. You thought they was trying to take your kindness for weakness or pull a move? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, man, it's a crazy story. Like I said, fortunately in this situation, the man ain't lose his life. If he would have got in that trunk, ain't no telling what would have happened. He did the right thing by fighting. It's terrible though, because some people just got to help in nature. They can't help themselves. They good people and they just want to look out for others. But nowadays, you got to be super careful who you extend your hand to. But I ain't going to talk too much more about this one. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Be sure to tap that like button. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.